Once, you've met humans. In the last city of humanity.
First of all, AI Limit, the game, which was announced more than almost 6 years ago, not to mention now a Sony Interactive original game, is finally coming to pieces in the PlayStation 5 exclusively within 2024. Well, the game of talking, in case you're just new to, is an action RPG that used to be a part of the second wave of the China Hero Project games, and whatever the reason was to keep it a secret until now, AI Limit was just resurfaced, and this is how it looks.
They control the rules in Heaven's Hall, and humans are just sheep to be slaughtered.
Where there's war, there are profits. It's best if you both sides suffer heavy losses.
We are the same. Seeking after far-fetched goals with crippled memories. However, I'm just a feeble scholar, while you possess power.
Coming up behind that, we've got perhaps the crown jewel of all recent surprise announcements, especially for those of you who are keen to the Shadowheart games. Well, a brand new spiritual successor going by the name Penny Blood. This is coming from a Kickstarter campaign. Penny Blood is a roguelite companion title based in the Penny Blood world, in which you play as the antagonist from Penny Blood, trying to escape a magical dimension where they're trapped. Check it out. A couple of days ago, we came across a brand new action RPG through the Nintendo Direct showcase going by the name Renatus. They're coming to PCs, Switch and the PlayStation consoles exclusively on July 25 this year, well first in Japan and then worldwide. This game is a work of the finest game developers and storytellers in history, the makers of games such as Final Fantasy VII for story, Street Fighter 2 and even the Kingdom Hearts. And this is what they just came up with.
正しいと思ったことをするだけです。そして世界に変革をもたらす闇が渋谷に訪れる。
A couple of months ago, we came across Square Enix's new game in the Mana series, supposedly the future and the new direction in the series as well, with a new entry here called Visions of Mana. Now this is an action RPG just the same, and just as beautiful as the previous iterations, letting players take the role of a curious young man who accompanies his friend on a journey to the Tree of Mana itself. This game is coming to PCs and the next generation of consoles, including the PlayStation 4, in the third quarter of 2024.
like the world His Highness once dreamt of.
To put it another way, this is a fantasy.
The fool of a king is dead!
Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
That being said, Metaphor with Fantasia is officially coming to PCs now in addition to the next generation of consoles and the PlayStation 4. The announcement was also made recently through a new trailer and a release window of 2024 late. If you're new to the Metaphor games over here, it's a fantasy role-playing game that's being directed by the same team who did most Persona games, 3, 4 and even 5. And this is actually the sequel of a very well-received game from almost a decade ago. Take a look.
When every day they cheat and abuse us!
It tells of a world united as one tribe.
If only our lives were anything like the world in your novel.
Our lives are decided at birth by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are.
There was a plot in his life. One I wish I'd rooted out sooner. You're no ray of hope!
You gave up on your hopes, but I will not.
Now let's see what manner of story you'll weave.
Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me.
全ての囚人が1歳の誕生日前に7つの大罪のいずれかに縛られる。生涯その衝動に抗い続ければ不滅の魂が聖地ヘルデンに行ける。
Coming in at number 6, we've got Lost Helden, revealed only a few days ago. This is actually a brand new work of the Artisan Studios, the same folks who made the Super Neptunia RPG recently, this time presenting a unique 3D hand-drawn Japanese role-playing game enhanced by dynamic lighting and weather effects. Well, as developers put it, you will follow a boy named Seifel and his allies on a journey of life where the 7 deadly sins guide your fate. This game is coming to PCs in the next generation of consoles in 2025.
On this place, summoned by its melody, where everyone must face their past, those who seek its power will come to its heart to reclaim it.
Coming in at number 7, we've got one of the longest awaited games of the hybrid console, actually hack and slash RPG developed by Anima Project itself, going by the name Anima Sung from the Abyss. Now, those of you who have played the first game probably know this is an almost 2-decade-old franchise, and ever since, this is the studio's first Kickstarter and most ambitious project to date. Here's a trailer. Song from the Abyss is coming out within 2024 to all platforms. Sitting on its Kickstarter campaign, I believe no longer, because it's already gathered over 10 times its initial goal, Tales of Seikyu now has a release window of mid to late 2024, coming to all platforms, including Switch on the same day. Now, you can go and visit Steam for further inquiries of the Nintendo eShop or the PlayStation Store. Tales of Seikyu is a role-playing farming sim game offering players an immersive experience in a world where every choice and friendship can lead actually to a new adventure. Take a look. If you missed it, Capcom revealed a new entry in the Monster Hunter series at the Game Awards last year, will go by the name Monster Hunter Wilds. Now, there's no much more of any word or an official page even yet, only that this game is coming to PCs and the next generation of consoles not within 2024 but hopefully 2025. Now, my guess is that this is a follow-up on Monster Hunter World, obviously, with a bigger world, flying mounts as you can see, as it suggested, different areas, and even bigger monsters. In any case, this is what was captured, we believe, on the PlayStation 5. A few months ago, at the G-Star Showcase, we came across a new project going by the name BSS, which is probably not the best combination of letters to choose, but it's coming from the famous Korean developers NCSoft. This game is started as a collecting RPG targeting PCs and mobiles only. Now here's what developers showcased. The game seems to be a rather genuine blend of strategy, tactical RPGs with a combat setting inspired by the Pokemon games, just newer in perspective and apparently maneuvers. Take a look. NIS America came up with the word that they're releasing the famous IP from Falcom, the new entry of ELEX Games. As you can see now, ELEX Nordic, which is coming to PCs, Switch, and the PlayStation consoles in the final quarter of 2024. If you're new to the series itself, which I highly doubt, this is an action RPG Japanese original IP that this time offers a compromised battle system, lots of sailing, and the story of two protagonists that crosses together along the way. Anyway, ELEX Nordic actually takes place between the events of ELEX 1 and 2. Take a look. Coming soon to Android and the Apple devices initially, later on into PCs and the next generation of consoles as it was primarily targeting for its best performance, obviously. Honor of Kings World is available in China now and said to be coming over to the West, actually on June this year. In fact, you can play the game since last week if you live in Turkey or Saudi Arabia for some reason. And if you missed it, we got a new trailer for it. This is at the moment the biggest game in development by the famous studio Tencent. That being said, Zandler Zone Zero was just announced to be coming out within 2024 around summer. Well, the Genshin Impact developers describe their new game over here, in case you missed it, as an action RPG anime gacha and revolving around the story of a supernatural disaster known as the Hollows that has heavily affected the world and brought with it evil entities into our reality in the future. Check it out, Triple Z, let's call it, is coming to PCs, mobiles, and the next generation of consoles whenever it does release.
To be an ace mechanic. Are you guys looking for the legendary spring?
Coming from the same team behind Dragon Ball games, you will catch the resemblance in a second if you haven't already. We've got ever since August last year another open world adventure game going by the name Sandland, which I've mentioned before. It's quite a bit inspired by the company's previous works with like cel-shaded graphics. Sandland is set in a huge desert in the future and you play as a villain prince. There's more to it. This game is coming to PCs and next generation of consoles on April 26.
That light! That's Aquanium!
Stand back, everyone. I'll take him out myself.
That Zayu, is there no end to the secrets he was keeping from his own army?
One of the nasty relics of that foolish war.
I seriously don't understand human.
Number 15. We've got over here now Untapped App and its official website also. There's other places you can get a good look or even pre-register it. A co-developed mobile adventure RPG from the same team that's bringing the Black Myth Wukong, Punishing Grey Raven, and even the Wuthering Waves, a game called Duet Night Abyss, described by developers as a high-freedom fantasy role-playing adventure. We now know this game is coming to PCs within 2024 and just got a new trailer for it too.
We breached the cosmic veil and reached a new planet.
Moving on to number 16, we have the Arknight's Enfields, revealed around 3 years ago, now coming to mobiles in addition to PCs and the PlayStation 5. Well, not to mention already going through a beta here and there on mobiles. Here's a trailer, new one. The new Arknights game, in case you are new to, is a real-time strategy and an action RPG anime that inspired by the Atelier series in formula, now set to be coming out in the final quarter of 2024. Well, XC Incorporations, fine publishers over here, went on and set Etheria Restart for PCs, releasing mid-2024. This game's a free-to-play turn-based action RPG, not just coming to PCs but mobiles as well, Android and iOS. Etheria Restart is actually being made with the use of Unreal Engine 5 and sees players, as the story, investigate a metaphysical virtual world and the life of a bunch of adventurers, revealing their own regions, meaning there's going to be a lot of mystery. Anyway, take a look.
a witch disguised as a schoolgirl to mask her identity. A crime-fighting duo chasing down a mysterious organization.
And of course, last but not least, well, this was announced a few months ago, but if you missed it, we do have another new Saga game in the making called the Saga Emerald Beyond, a brand new work of the Square Enix that is now set to release on April 25, promising a story of 6 heroes with very different backgrounds and a whole new story arc in the series. Check it out, we got a new trailer for this one just the same. Hope you enjoy it.
In the Saga franchise. Fight in timeline battles, turn-based combat in which turn order is crucial to victory. Use special techniques to control the order of actions, or activate team combos to swing the tide of battle in your favor. Saga Emerald Beyond launches on Nintendo Switch.